4910, Crossroads number 2871, part 1, take 1.
All done?
Yes, I was determined.
And on the dot of 6. Well done.
I must admit I began to feel a bit trance-like about lunchtime, but I seem to have got my second wind now.
How'd it go last night at the casino?
Fine. I thought you were never going to ask.
I was dying to, but I was afraid you think my interest was curiosity.
No, of course not. I was very glad you let me go. I mean, he really did need help. Let me see, we got there about 10:30.
Well, it's a case of leaping right in then.
Oh, yes, it all starts much earlier in the holiday season.
Goes on even later.
I thought for about the first half hour that I wasn't going to be able to cope, and then suddenly everything sort of clicked into place, and I found I was quite enjoying it.
The challenge.
Yes, I suppose so. And, of course, the money is going to make a lot of difference when it comes to signing on the dotted line. That is, if the perfect flat for Lucy and me exists out there somewhere. Now I've got the car, of course, I'll be able to really have a good look.
Car?
Yes, didn't you know?
You've bought a car?
No! No, Tony Moran has lent me the old banger I used to use when I worked for him. It's been a godsend over Christmas.
No, I didn't know. Oh, while you're living at the cottage, it'll make life a lot easier for you.
And while I'm doing this early stint at the casino, too.
It's all fallen into place.
Yes. Now then, have you looked out the original agreement for servicing the kitchen equipment?
Forgot. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't look so worried. I'll pop up and get the files, and we can do them now before I go, if you like.
Do you have time?
Yes, I've just got to change, that's all. And have a quick word with Lucy. Make sure she's keeping everything in perspective.
Sure, right?
I think the word for her at the moment is silent. Or sullen. Perhaps both. She's really much too critical for her own good.
Of Tony Moran?
Among others. Oh, he certainly heads the top of the blacklist at the moment.
Any idea why?
Yes, I think it was the car that started it all. She's convinced that he gave it to me, not lent it to me.
Ah.
She doesn't seem to have a lot of faith in my judgment.
There we are.
Right, I'll get these ready for the post, and then I'll bring the files in.
Fine.
They're in the cabinet, most of them. Might be the odd one in the hall drawer. I've had no word from any lawyer yet.
Figures.
Is that the end of that little conversation?
Well, it's Christmas, ain't it? Christmas holidays, you can't get anything done. Except a bit of goodwill to all men. Oh, and the electricity board, they never forget, do they? Bless them. Hello?
Stan?
Yeah? Speaking.
Sharon.
Oh, hello, love. What's the trouble?
Would you believe no trouble?
Frankly, no.
Look, we're having a bit of a knees up.
What, pardon?
Well, not a knees up exactly. It's just that, well, Jim, that is having a little bit of a do tonight, and...
A what?
Well, you know, just Jim, Muriel, me. Any chance of you showing up? I know it wouldn't really be on for Jill to come as well, but...
What do you mean by do?
Well, a meal, a few drinks.
And a few more if I know you lot.
Could be.
Sounds like a typical office party do. Then you'll all stumble into your car in no fit state to drive.
Not really.
Oh, with Bains here at the helm. No, you better count me out. But you go easy on it, eh?
3 bags full.
Well, you know what it's like this time of the year. Accidents. And I love you all too much, all right?
We do have some transport laid on, as a matter of fact.
Ah, well. I hadn't reckoned on your sobering influence then, had I?
Look, are you sure you can't make it?
Well, you know how it is.
Yeah, just checking.
Ah, well, that's nice of you. Anyway, have a nice time.
Right you are. Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, I'll get these sorted out. There are some more in the hall, you say?
Could be. You are going through with it then?
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, come on.
Thank you.
Little Mr. Henpecked. Do you know that woman's demanded full attention ever since she got here? At lunchtime today, the poor little husband said, "Shut up," to her. And obviously, since then, they've been having a flaming row, and now they've left a day early. We do get 'em, don't we?
All part of life's rich pattern.
Yeah. Oh, David, I've been meaning to ask you, could you take over the desk for me at 7:30 tonight?
Yes, of course.
I've been invited out to supper.
Oh?
Lynn and Sandy.
Ah,
Just the three of us. A sort of engagement party.
you're pleased about it.
Yes, I am. I'm tickled pink. Mind you, it did come as a surprise. I mean, I knew they were fond of each other, but I'd no idea this was it.
She seems ideal.
She is. I'm terribly thrilled. I was beginning to think it might never happen.
Evening, Mrs. Mortimer.
Oh, good evening.
David.
Are you dining here tonight?
No, is Kate about?
Yes, she's in the sitting room.
Might I have a word with her?
Of course, I'll get someone to show through.
Well, it's all right. I know my way. That's all right.
You worried about something, David?
Did you know that Tony Moran had given Kate a car? Or rather lent her one?
No, I didn't. Well, lucky girl. Car's quite useful where she lives. Excuse me. Oh, hello. Could I speak to Dr. Butterworth, please? Mrs. Mortimer, yes. Hello, Dr. Butterworth? I'm fine. Did you have a good Christmas? Oh, good. Yes, we did. Very quiet. Apart from the engagement. Oh, hadn't you heard? Lynn and Sandy. Yes. Yes, I am. Well, look, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I'm afraid I've got to change my appointment. Yes. Now, I can't manage tomorrow morning, sorry. No, I'm fine. No migraine. But I'm still keeping the notes. Right, Thursday at 10. Would that suit you? Good. Right, and a very happy New Year. Yeah, bye-bye.
No, it's just that I won't be back to the club till fairly late tonight, by which time you'll be up to your eyes and we'll have no chance to talk about the New Year's Eve arrangements.
I thought when I saw you that perhaps something had gone wrong.
No, well, now you know it hasn't. Why don't you get out your diary?
When do you think Teresa will be back?
No idea. I haven't been able to get in touch with the doctor. Kate, do you think you could manage the first of the whole week in January?
Oh, Tony.
All right, let's take it step by step. Get New Year's Eve settled first. Do you remember last New Year's Eve?
Yes. I got very rattled, and the more rattled I got, the more you laughed at me.
Well, you've no idea how funny you were.
Oh, yes, I have, in retrospect.
It was a great night.
Yes.
You think you've got it all sorted out, and then suddenly it takes on a whole new turn.
And has it done that?
Sort of. We had a chat yesterday.
You and Jill?
She's tremendous. Sorting herself out all on her own.
Oh, yes.
She never ceases to amaze me. What I find infuriating is she won't let me near her. She won't lean on me. Wish she would.
And what was the outcome of this sorting?
Oh, plans. How she's going to look after Sarah Jane, how she's going to earn a living, how she's going to pass up or claim on the property. That'll make things easier.
Uh-huh.
Not that she needs to worry about money.
You told her that, did you?
Not in so many words, no.
I see.
I wanted to avoid that. boiling it down to a list of figures.
Well, isn't that what she seems to be doing?
She's making an effort. I approve of that.
Oh, don't we all? Excuse me. Crossroads Motel, can I help you? Yes. Hold on a moment, would you please? So, what about this turn? This sudden turn with no warning?
It's just that when I start to admire someone, it can make all the difference in the world.
This is VTR 4910-77. It's Crossroads episode 2871, part 2, take 2. Take 1.
Tonight, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, if you take what we used to call the early shift, because that's when we're going to be at our busiest.
Fine.
Double shift Saturday, if you don't think it's going to kill you.
No, I'll be used to it by then.
It's funny, it's like old times. Good times, Kate.
Yes.
Most of them.
I don't think I ever thanked you properly at the time for coming to my rescue so unobtrusively when Rick and I split up.
I got you back to work, that's all.
Yes, well, if you hadn't got me back to work, I would probably have disintegrated.
But you, Kate, you're not the type.
I'm not a tower of strength, Tony.
You are to me.
Because I'm helping you out at the casino?
Yes, not just that. I've known for a long time now that, well, you're the only person in the whole world who can bring out the best in me. What little there is.
You make me sound like a school teacher.
Do I? Not very good at words, Kate.
Your actions speak louder than words, and yours have been very kind. Thank you, Tony.
One day, maybe.
Maybe what?
Just.
Kate,
Oh,
sorry.
come on in, David. We were just reminiscing about the good old days.
I see.
Oh, Kate, forget about the first week in January. If you can just sort me out on New Year's Eve, you can have the rest of the year off.
Oh, thank you very much.
Is my watch fast, or is it really 7:30?
That's what I make it.
Dear, how much longer is it going to be?
Who?
Oh, Mr. Hunter. He said he'd take over the desk for me at past. I'm going out to supper with Lynn and Sandy.
Oh, that's nice. Is it a sort of an engagement party?
That's the idea. But I've got to go out and change before I go out.
Would you like me to take over the desk till he arrives?
Would you really?
Of course I would, yes. Go on, go and get changed. Have a nice time, won't you?
Thanks, Jane.
Good
evening. Good evening.
Here we are again, Jack.
Good evening. Hello, stranger.
Oh, hello, Jean. How are you?
Oh, I'm very well, thank you. Did you have a nice Christmas?
Oh, yes, lovely, thanks. Well, the kids enjoyed it anyway.
It ain't over yet. Tonight we're having the grown-ups Christmas outing, so my passion flower, give us a couple of menus, will you?
You're eating here?
That was the general idea, yeah. Now, you two girls pick out what you fancy and I'll rustle up a couple of drinks, OK?
Lovely.
I booked a table this morning, actually, in Jim's name.
Oh, well, I haven't had a look at them, actually, yet. Just think it'll be all right. Table for 3, was it?
Well, I did say 4 because I hoped Stan might join us, but he couldn't make it. Yes, Jim said it's a pity about that.
Oh, he's probably busy at home or something. Oh, there's turkey on tonight. Are you fed up with it?
Fed up with it? How do you suppose I cooked a turkey for myself in my bedsitter? I've been saving up for this moment. Well, we had a cape on this year for a change. Oh. It was ever so tasty.
I hello. We've been talking about you.
Oh, yeah? You and several others, I suppose. Hello, Sharon.
Stan, you made it after all. Come on, sit down.
Hello, Muriel. Merry Christmas, love.
It's nice to see you. I'm glad you could come.
Come where? What are you all doing here?
Stan, it's Jim's little dinner party. Remember, I rang you.
Oh, yeah, blimey.
Dan, look!
Oh,
the man himself. Glad you could come.
Yeah,
All
I
right, then.
managed to get out. What? I've had one or two on my way over here, actually.
Listen, I'm in the chair. What are you having?
I'll have scotch. If that's all okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine. One night's not coming up.
David, shall I turn the office lights out?
If you would, please, yes. I'm not even giving yourself half an hour to put your feet up.
Oh, well, I'll have time for a little chat with Lucy. That's the main thing. Now then, where have I put my keys?
Kate, I hope my bursting in just now didn't turn your Mr. Moran out.
He's not my Mr. Moran. And you didn't turn him out. No, you had an appointment.
Well, I'm just trying to say that I'm sorry if I intruded. I didn't want to embarrass you in any way.
You didn't interrupt anything, David, if that's what you think. Good night.
Come on, Stanley, you've got to eat something. We've all chosen ours. What are you going to have?
Go on, have a roast turkey. That's what I'm having.
Have a steak, son. Go on.
No, I don't think so. I
Go
don't
on.
fancy a steak.
Well, what are you going to have then?
I'll have a drink with you lot. For all lang syne and all that rubbish, but I don't think I'll have any supper, thanks all the same.
If you'll excuse me, I think I'll just go to the ladies. You know where it is, don't you?
Yes, thanks.
Come on, Stanley, you've got to have something, you know. This is supposed to be a supper party, you know that?
I'll sit and watch you lot eat. I'm not hungry.
How about some soup? We've got some nice mushroom soup on tonight.
No, I've told you, Jane, I'm not hungry. Besides, the mood I'm in, I'll be like a skeleton at the feet, if you know what I mean.
Skeleton, you'd have to go on another diet, mate, first.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Goodwill to all men. And women, of course. Mind you, the mood I'm in at the moment, I wouldn't be in tune with the Christmas spirit.
I'll take a look.
Oh, thank you, Mr.
You see, you don't know how lucky you are, Jim, mate. You're the head of a family, you got a beautiful wife, 2 lovely kids at home. I'm telling you, our Merry Christmas wasn't in the same league as yours.
Mr. Hunter,
Yes, Jim.
Mr. Harvey says he's not eating here tonight.
What, you're talking about me behind my back, are you?
Stan, Jane tells me you're not dining here this evening.
No, I'm not dining.
Do you drive over?
Well, can you see my bicycle clips? Of course I drove over. Are you suggesting I've had one too many?
I'm suggesting that when you want to leave, I drive you over myself.
I'm okay. I've only had a couple. Oh, all right, then I'll have some black coffee if it'll make you feel better.
Well, I think it might make you feel better. In fact, I'll have some myself. Will you order coffee for 2, please?
Yes,
Jane?
It's probably right, it would never have come out.
Ah, come on, I'm glad you did.
Well, I'm not in the mood. I'll only stay for a moment. I don't want to put the dampener on your little party.
Oh, come on, it ain't exactly a party, is it, Joe? Sharon, me, Muriel. Where did Muriel got to? We're supposed to be eating in a minute.
Well, she said she was going to the ladies. Is she all right, Jim?
Look, you shouldn't have.
I had to.
Well, you know how he feels about you coming round here.
You wouldn't have come to the motel, would you?
Maybe not, but...
Oh, I had to take a chance
Yes,
then.
but look, he might be back any minute.
Well, I think the violent bit's over now, don't you?
Would you like a drink?
No, thanks.
Look, you know, I think it's only fair to him, really. I mean, not to come round here. He's quite within his rights. What are you laughing about?
Still thinking clearly, eh?
Well,
I hereby solemnly swear that from now on we will only meet at a place or places outside the vicinity of the boundaries known as Chimneys, Charcote Lane, hereinafter known as the property.
will you?
If I phone, will you come to the motel?
Yes.
Good.
Anyway, what was so urgent that you had to break all the rules and come round here?
I put forward certain ideas to you which you've turned down out of hand.
Like what?
Like coming to America and setting up house with me.
Still goes.
Does it?
Yes.
I don't think you quite understood what I meant. In fact, I'm quite sure you didn't, because I didn't really myself. When I made that offer, you took it for what it appeared to be, doing the gentlemanly thing. But there's more to it than that. I've had a chance to think about you and about how I really feel. So I'm going to ask you that question again. And this time I want you to think very carefully before you answer. I want you to come with me for a different reason. I think we could make a life together. A life for you, for me, for Sarah Jane, and the baby. A good life.
You mean, let's live together and have a go and see how it all works out?
That comes into it. There's a bit more. Quite an important bit, really. I was wondering if you consider marrying me.
You mean it, don't you?